Imagine if one decision could completely shift global power. Iran just made that move by pivoting toward China. Could Iran's partnership with China change the balance of global power? Let's dive into the details and see what this means for us all. Hi everyone. Welcome back to Economy Land, where we break down the biggest moves in the global economy, so you stay informed. Today's topic? It's massive. Iran's bold pivot towards China. By the end of this video, you'll know why this is being called one of the most significant partnerships of the decade, why Iran is turning to China. For years, Iran has faced some of the toughest sanctions in the world, mainly from the United States and its allies. These sanctions were put in place to limit Iran's nuclear program and restrict its influence in the Middle East. But here's what that actually meant for Iran. Limited access to the global economy. Iran couldn't freely trade with other countries, couldn't easily attract foreign investors, pressure on economic growth. With restrictions on its oil exports, which make up a huge part of Iran's economy, the country faced financial struggles. How China fits in now, let's talk about why China is stepping in and why Iran sees this as an opportunity it can't afford to pass up. China is on a path to becoming the world's top economic power, and part of its strategy involves securing long-term access to resources and strategic partners, especially in regions like the Middle East. Here's how China stands out in this equation. Beyond the sanctions. Unlike Western countries, China doesn't let US-led restrictions hold it back. Instead, it often finds ways to work around them, especially when there's a valuable resource or strategic benefit at stake. What Iran gains. For Iran, partnering with China means it finally has a door open, one that doesn't come with conditions attached by Western nations. Through China, Iran gains access to new investments, trade opportunities. What the Iran-China deal includes. This isn't just a handshake. It's a major long-term commitment that could reshape the economic landscape for both countries. Let's break down what this deal really entails and why it's so significant. Iran and China have struck a remarkable agreement, a whopping $400 billion deal that spans 25 years. This deal is not just a simple arrangement. It's a comprehensive partnership that covers several key areas. Chinese investments in Iran, infrastructure development. China is set to invest in building and upgrading critical infrastructure in Iran. This includes everything from roads and bridges to telecommunications networks. These improvements can help facilitate trade and boost economic growth within Iran. Technology transfer. China will also provide advanced technologies to Iran, which can modernize various sectors, particularly in energy and agriculture. Energy sector enhancement. Much of the investment will go towards Iran's energy sector. This means better extraction methods, refining processes, and even renewable energy initiatives. Oil resources in return. Iran is granting China access to its vast oil reserves in exchange for these investments. This is a win-win scenario. China secures a reliable oil supply for its rapidly growing economy, and Iran gains much-needed financial resources to recover from years of sanctions. What this means for global politics. Here's where things get really interesting. The implications of the Iran-China alliance stretch far beyond the borders of these two nations and could significantly alter the global political landscape. The United States has long held a dominant influence over both Iran and the broader Middle East. With its extensive military presence and strategic alliances in the region, the US has shaped the political and economic dynamics for decades. However, Iran's pivot towards China signifies a crucial shift in loyalty, one that could change the balance of power in several ways. Shifting alliances. By aligning with China, Iran is not just finding a new trading partner. It is actively seeking to strengthen its position against Western dominance. This partnership sends a clear signal that Iran is looking for alternatives to traditional alliances, particularly those led by the US. Potential for a new bloc. If Iran's shift encourages other nations in the region to follow suit, we could see the emergence of a new bloc that challenges Western influence. Countries facing similar sanctions or pressures may find common ground with Iran and China, creating a united front that could reshape regional politics. How this affects the average person. Now, here's what many viewers want to know. How could this affect you and me? While it may seem like geopolitics is worlds away, the reality is that international deals can have a direct impact on our daily lives. When we talk about the Iran-China partnership, we can't ignore the economic implications, especially regarding oil prices. Here's how it all connects. Shifts in oil prices. The partnership between Iran and China means that Iran will be supplying more oil to China, potentially bypassing traditional markets. When countries like Iran enter new deals, it can create fluctuations in global oil supply. As we know, shifts in oil prices directly affect gas prices worldwide. So, if the price of oil rises due to increased demand from China or geopolitical tensions, you might find yourself paying more at the pump. Impact on cost of living. Political tensions often lead to uncertainty in global markets. If the Iran-China alliance strengthens, it could create ripples across various sectors, including food and consumer goods. For instance, if shipping costs rise due to higher oil prices, you might notice increased prices on groceries or other essentials. This means the cost of living could go up for many households, affecting how much you spend each month. Influence on travel. For those who love to travel, geopolitical shifts can lead to changes in airfare and travel costs. If oil prices rise, airlines often pass those costs on to consumers, meaning your next vacation could end up being more expensive. Plus, if tensions escalate in the Middle East, some regions may become less desirable or safe for travel, leading to changes in travel plans for many people. Stock market volatility. The stock market is another area that could feel the effects of the Iran-China deal. Investors often react to geopolitical news, and uncertainty can lead to market fluctuations. If you have investments or a retirement fund, keep an eye on how these developments might influence your financial portfolio. What do you think? Is this the beginning of a new world order, or just a temporary partnership? Drop your thoughts below. We'd love to hear them. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on the latest in the global economy. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.